Hi, I'm Toga, and today I have for you a 15-minute chair yoga class. This class is specifically designed for remote workers, but it can also be done by artists, writers, anyone who's kind of hunched over or sitting a lot all day or is more sedentary. So this class will help you sort of loosen up. It can be good to do before or after you're going to be at your desk or a computer or on a project or something like that. So if you're ready, feel free to grab a chair. I am going to be practicing on this rolly chair today. I don't necessarily recommend this unless it's the only chair you have. Just another chair is usually just a little bit more stable. But if you do have a rolly chair like me, you can do this practice in one. So if you're ready, we'll start with just a brief centering. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Or you can softly gaze down the tip of your nose. And just becoming aware of your breath here. You don't have to change anything or force anything, but just being aware of your inhales, your exhales, and your feet on the earth. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes back open if they were closed. Sloopy is here to help or hinder. And if you're ready, we'll start with some head rolls. So you'll start by letting your gaze drop down towards your lap, and then slowly turning your head over towards the right, to your right shoulder, and then slowly coming back to center, and then slowly rolling over to the left. And just do this a few more times, moving at your own pace. If you want to make this one sort of smooth movement going back and forth, feel free to do that. And when you feel like you're even and equal on both sides, coming back to center, and then just doing some shoulder rolls. So rolling your shoulders first in one direction, and then pausing and going in the opposite direction. And then you can lift those shoulders up towards your ears as if you were squeezing them, and then drop them down. And then we'll do some wrist circles here. So you can start by just gently twisting your wrists in one direction, and then the other. And you can do this with your wrists close towards you if you want to spread your arms out, stretch them out a little bit longer. Feel free to do that too. And then with your arms either outstretched or close in, whichever feels more comfortable for you, we'll do these, I call them motorcycle rolls. So just kind of stretching your wrists out here as if you were revving a motorcycle. And you can stay right here, or if you want, you can put a little bit more of a dynamic movement in here. So really sort of letting those wrists, those knuckles drop down towards the ground and then flexing them back up. You can do this with your hand, with your fingers extended too. It's just sort of personal preference, whichever one you like best. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, can release that. I'm going to move these up so that I have a little bit of space here. And we'll do a version of sun salutations here. So just inhaling and lifting our arms up and down for 3 times just to get our blood moving a little bit. So on your next inhale, you can sweep your arms up as high as feels comfortable. Your palms may or may not touch. If you'd like, you can gaze upwards. And then on your exhale, sweeping your arms down towards your side. Inhale, arms come up as high as feels comfortable. Exhale, sweep them back down. And one more time, inhale, arms up. And exhale, sweep them back down. And then we'll do something I'm calling chaturanga arms. So if you are on a mat, chaturanga is when you're sort of coming into a bit of a push-up here. We're going to just do our arms, and I'm going to turn this way so you can kind of see what's going on with my shoulders here. So on your inhale, your hands can come out ahead of you. See if you can flex those fingers as if you imagine pulling them back a little bit closer towards your face here. And then on your exhale, you're going to pull your arms in down towards your rib cage a little bit, and imagine your shoulder blades knitting together here as if they could kind of pull together. So we're getting a little bit of that push-up arm here. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, pull them in, feeling your shoulder blades knit together. Inhale, extend one more time. Exhale, pull your elbows together, shoulders in. And then release. Come back this way. Beautiful. And now we'll come into a bit of a pigeon, bit of a figure four stretch here. So we'll start with our right leg up. So you can lift that right leg and can take the outside edge of that right ankle and rest it on top of the left thigh. If this doesn't feel good, you could always just cross your legs too. Or you can extend this right leg long and kind of just play around and see what feels good in your body today. Don't force anything. But if you're coming into this figure four version, we're going to stay here for a few breaths. So find an area that feels comfortable. See if you can flex your right foot a little bit here. Imagine putting a little bit of energy into that leg. Your hands can be on your body or out to the side, whatever's comfortable. If you're looking for a little bit more of an opening in that right hip and it feels okay on your body, no pain, no discomfort, you can always lean forward a little bit too. If you're doing this, see if you can keep that spine straight. And wherever you are, find your breath here. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, you can take that leg and release it back down to the ground. If you need to shake anything off, wiggle anything out, feel free to do that. And then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So on your next inhale, you can lift that left leg up this time, placing the outside edge of that left ankle or shin on top of your right thigh. If this doesn't feel good, again, just play around, find a different version of this pose that feels better. Imagine your left foot flexing this time, sending that energy up through your leg, seeing where you might be feeling some sensation here. If it felt good last time, you can lean forward slightly, putting a little bit of pressure here to see if that opens up your hip a little bit more. But again, if there's any pain or discomfort, just gently ease out of that. And remembering that your two sides might be different, so the version of this you did on your right side, you might not do on the left side or vice versa. So just being gentle with yourself as you move through this. And take one more inhale here. And on your next exhale, you can take that left foot and place it down on the ground. Shake anything out you need to. And then that sort of flow we did at the beginning where we were doing our half sun cells, and then we were doing our chaturanga arms. We're going to do that again, but in reverse. So we'll start with our chaturanga arms, then we'll do 3 of our sun cells, and then we'll come back to our version of mountain pose in our seat. So if you're ready, we'll start with those chaturanga arms again, flexing those palms, imagining your fingers drawing a little bit closer towards your face. Inhale, and exhale, pulling the hands back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pulling back. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pulling back. And then releasing your hands to the chair or to your sides. And then we'll come into those sun salutation variations. So on your inhale, sweep your arms up. High as feels comfortable. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Inhale, arms sweep up as high as feels comfortable. Exhale, push the air away. Coming back down one more time. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, pushing the air away, coming back down. Hands can come onto the chair or onto your lap. Find your breath here for a moment. Notice it. See if it's changed at all from the beginning of class to now. Beautiful. And then we'll just do one more arm stretch here. So on your inhale, you can sweep that right arm up and then cross it across your chest. And then you'll take your left hand, and a couple different versions here, so just find whatever one feels good. You can either take your hand or you can kind of hook that elbow with your other left arm and gently draw the right arm further across your chest. Find your breath here, paying attention to your shoulder, making sure you're not having any pain or any severe discomfort, especially around your ball and socket joint in that shoulder here. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, you can release that. And then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So inhaling that left arm up and then crossing it across your chest. And then that right hand or that right arm can come up and kind of hook that left arm, drawing it over towards your right side of the room. And find your breath here. Being aware of your body, being aware of any sensations you might be feeling, and knowing that at any time if you need to take a different version of a pose or adjust, you're welcome to do that. Take one more breath here. And on your exhale, you can release. And then we'll just do one more sun cell just to sort of flush that all out. So inhale, arms up as high as comfortable. Exhale, push the air away. Coming back into that seated version of Tadasana. Beautiful. So now we'll come into our Shavasana, our final resting pose, this time of integration between our body and our mind. Shavasana in a chair is a little bit trickier. If you'd like to take Shavasana lying down on the floor or on your mat, please do that. If you'd like to take it seated, that's also an option. But if you'd like to stay in your chair, you can just sort of lean back or stay upright. Just find a version of this that feels comfortable for you. If you have a blanket or anything that's sort of like a sweater and you want to get comfy, something that can feel nice as rolling that prop up and draping it across your neck, around your shoulders, so that you have a little bit of support here. So wherever you are, whatever version of this you've chosen, just settle in. Let your body rest here. And if you're holding on anywhere else, now is the time to let go and release. If you can stay a little longer in Shavasana, another 5 or 10 minutes, please do so. Otherwise, if you're coming out of this, you can bring some gentle movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers or your toes, maybe linking your eyes open. And wherever you are, just take a moment to come back into the space. And then we'll take one last breath together, inhaling our hands to our heart center, and exhaling, bowing our head to seal in our practice, offering ourselves a note of gratitude for coming to our chair today and practicing a little bit. I'm Toga. Thank you for being here today. Be well.